Yo, what's up guys? How's it going? This is going to be my branded deck profile for YCS Bologna. I dropped at X3. Unfortunately, last couple of rounds, I was XO for X1 for a long time. Unfortunately, Runic's done back-to-back with Fire Kings is the branded killer. I told you guys I was going to play branded, and I did. And I think it was one of my best builds for this event. And unfortunately, sometimes it's not even enough. The deck is not easy to play at this format. But I really think this list is great. So thank you so much for everyone who saw me in the venue, in the event, and sent me signed cards, and took a picture. Love you all. Appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It was so fun. And here's the book. So it's 50 cards, and I played 3 Albas, 3 Aluber, 2 Cartesia, and 2 Poem. I wanted to keep a low deck count so I can access my side cards. I was testing 60 cards with grass for a long time, but it was just too inconsistent in terms of side patterns. You didn't see enough side deck, and you need to see side deck. And I built a lot for like 10-pie because I was thinking that there's going to be a lot of 10-pie, which there were to some extent. So yeah, I think this is fine. You have to play 2 Poem for the grind game and for the puppet. And 2 Cartesia is honestly enough. This is pretty standard. Honestly, one of your best cards. I can't believe we ever played it at 1, but this card is great. Foolish plus works really well with the 3 high spirits, which are just incredible. And then in terms of STLs, 3 Saronir and 1 Rebellion. Again, we're playing 3 high spirits because we need to play through Ash Blossom and through Impulse, which is just impossible, to be honest. So you need as many dragons as possible, and this is like really good ones because this plus Branded in White or just Cartesia is full combo, and with high spirits is also full combo, and with Quem it's also sort of full combo. So these are important. And then the extra cards. Mandatory because it lets you search and it's more consistency, and it helps you, like this is your best player shifter. This is also really good because with high spirits you can make this live to special summon a lot more frequently. So if your Aluber gets stopped, then you can access a hit obviously, which gets you to more branded fusion stuff. Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, I think I didn't make it a lot in this tournament because you just don't really need to. And I think the biggest thing is that we didn't play Tragedy at all because it's a brick and it doesn't, like, you never not have access to Despias. You never need it because you have 3 opening, 3 Aluber, 2 Poem, 3 high spirits. It's so many Despias, it's just a bad card to draw. I know Foolish as well because it's just way more. Spells, pretty self-explanatory. 1 Branded Fusion, unfortunately. 3. I think this is the best bet to play as many high spirits as possible, just because it's such a good extender and a starter, and it comes back to the hand. If you just need an extra card and you already have full combo, just send this off with Quem, and you get an extra card in the end phase to the hand. 3 deployment is obviously crazy, and then 1 in red, 1 white, even though it's not 60 and not grass. This is your best play. I played versus Emre from Josh's team. He played the Fiendsmith Kashira deck. I beat him 2-0 just because I had this card. I never activated Branded Fusion once in the match. In the entire match, I didn't need to activate Branded Fusion because you just have so many other ways to fuse. And he had just an Ash in his hand waiting, and he never used it. And 1 lost, obviously. And then a lot of non-engine because decks are hard. 3 Thrust is still very good. 3 Eclipse was okay. When you're preparing for at least like Fiendsmith, Azamina, Snake Eye, and it's also a very good protective card to dodge Imperm and Valor and stuff. So it was really good. 3 Super Poly. There's a lot of fusions walking around. It's either the Fiendsmith cards or the Azamina cards. With Masquerena, you always have something to fuse. My first match was against Fiendsmith Azamina, and I just cooked him with Super Poly both games. And then 3 Cosmics in the main. It's just honestly so good against so many things. Whether it's Tenpai, whether it's Fiendsmith, whether it's just Snake Eye, whether it's Fire King, you will always find a way to use this card. Going first or second, it's always good because even Centurion stuff, which we were preparing for. So this was really important because it's a board breaker, and it's a very good card going first just to stop your opponent from playing, because almost every deck is like, they start from Sanctuary, Deception, Centurion cards. They're all, you can Cosmic all of them, and it's just really good. And then one for the Mercurier. When sometimes going second, I would side this out with the Mercurier. 1 talents, 1 called by, and then the 2 traps. Honestly, it's a shame that fucking Impulse is a trap card, because you don't get to use this a lot now, and you can't call by it, but you still have to play these cards, unfortunately. Quickly over the extra deck, you have to play 2, because this is one of the best cards in your extra deck, and this is 2 and this is 2 for the grind. You could cut 1 Mirror Jade, honestly, but it's just such a good card just to make good fun about that. And then 1 Lubellion, 1 Titanic Lad, 1 Rindrum. This is mandatory because this is a good way to play around Ash Blossom if you just get stopped. And this is also what you make when you get shifted alongside with Light and Dark as Dragon Lord. It's Nightfall's combo, basically under shifter. You end on these 2. You have 2 card combos that do it, and it's good considering you got shifter. If you don't play Puppet, you can cut this. This is back to being a good card. I always like this, and this time it almost won me the game that I needed to win, because if you don't know, if you tag out Grand Guignol to summon this is not properly summoned, and if there's Atlantis your board, this doesn't come back, and you get to activate the effect to summon Form of Atlas from deck, and they don't get the Princess because you don't have a monster on board. So if my opponent didn't have wanted his last card in hand, I would have won that matchup. Chaos Star Source Dragon. It's a really good Super Poly target because it's any light or dark dragon plus a dragon. So Flamberge plus anything, Albaz plus anything, basically. Tenpai cards and stuff. And of course, Centurions. This was mainly for Centurion because their end board is just like, you just take 2 dragons, then it targets and pops 2 on summon, usually. So it's a really good supply target. We did not play Chimera because this card sometimes is just better to push into boards rather than Chimera that kind of wastes more resources. You can even make this with Red and White or Albion. You don't need to waste anything from the hand or field. And then 1 Furious, just more spot removal, and Stapelia for the Super Poly target. You don't need Garura or Mud Dragon, you just need Darks and Fusions. As Amina feeds with everything, you will find your targets eventually. And then lastly for the side deck, which I think was honestly my weakest part. I was really scared of Tenpai, as you can probably see. 3 Ash Blossom, and then 3 Flawless. I don't think you need to play Flawless, to be honest. It wasn't good. The reason why I did play it was because of FTK decks like Ritual Beast and Mermail. It's just the new Dark World. You don't want to be caught with your pants down when you're playing that deck because you lose. It was fine, I barely used it though. You can use High Spirits plus the Flawless to send Rindrum to the graveyard and search any card. This is a winged beast, so it's nice. And Ash is good against Tenpai and mostly everything. I decided it a lot versus Fire King as well. 10 by 8. You can search these with Thrust. And this too. This won me my matchup versus Tenpai, which was honestly very good. And then, because the extra deck is only 15 cards, we need a bit more. This won me my round 4, just because you just push into time and it's very easy. And this, it really depends on the matchups you see. It's obviously extremely good versus Centurion and Tenpai. Anything else, it's not that good. Honestly, versus Snake Eye, sometimes if they end on Flamberge, you just set Albaz, make this. Your Alba Lenders can attack twice without activating any effects. So it's not bad at all. And this was it, X3. Unfortunate, but still it was my first YCS ad. So much fun. Again, thank you so much for everyone who saw me at the event. And thank you so much to Tier Zero and Sleeve Chief for helping me with my cards and my gear and stuff. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.